Thank you for joining us on www.twitch.tv/UbaTuba Tapes for the Valentine's Eve Love Line Spectacular Love Special! And you know him, you love him. His name is George Fario the Third, your host!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in and welcome to another late night UbaTuba stream. Not just any UbaTuba stream. This is Loveline Valentine : live, baby. Why? Because tomorrow's Valentine's. So how about Valentine's, guys? How does it make you feel? You know? How about love? What's the deal with love? I mean, come on. More like coronavirus, am I right? Jeremy, have you heard of this in the news? Have you heard of this coronavirus going around?
I've seen some things.
Yeah. I mean, coincidence? I don't know.
You think there might be something more to it?
I think, there's something in the air, and there might be something more to it. A lot of people I know are heartbroken. A lot of people are going through some heavy stuff right now, and that's okay because we're here for you. We have a phone number that you can call, and we very much want you to call. Jeremy, what's that number again?
424-242-4875.
You heard it, folks. In case you missed that number, type into your cellular device, hurl. That's HAHAHURL. We're going to get the number up on the screen for you guys in just a moment, but how about politics, you guys? You guys like politics? Oh, you guys like to talk about politics? Woo! There's a photo going around right now of Donald Trump with this tan line around his face. You know what I'm talking about. Have you guys seen that? Have you seen this, Jeremy? Have you seen this? Politics. More like politic-tac. Stinky. Gross. Anyways, we're gonna have a good time tonight. We're gonna hopefully hear from some people. We have some special musical guests that you will see a little later tonight. And my girlfriend of 7 years broke up with me last week. So right before we broke up, I was trying to spicing things up in the love life. I was like, hey babe, I think it's time we try some new things, like hands and mouth stuff maybe. And I bought her a vibrator. I was like, hey, how about we try this out? And she broke up with me the very next day. I guess I couldn't compete. Anyway, speaking of vibrators, I'd like to introduce you guys to a very special friend of mine and a special guest to today's stream. It is Lex the Sexpert, Small Papa. You might know her from websites such as Instagram, youtube.com, youtube.com. What else are you famous on?
Just a variety of networks, some of them with clones, some of them,
Etc., etc. Lex, ladies and gentlemen, do we have her on stream yet? There she is. Hey, Lex. Oh, we got What's Up, John, in the chat. What's up, bro? How's it going? Thanks for tuning in. This is very nifty, by the way. Thank you for that. I did not expect to see this.
Well,
I hope
we can respond to anyone in the chat via the chat
it's
or
a great idea.
Over the airwaves.
It's a great idea. John, I hope you're ready to talk about, whatever you want to talk about.
Does John have any questions? Any love questions? Ooh, we have one of those.
How's it going over there, Jonathan? All good to go? All right. Oh, there she is. We're almost, here we go. You good to go?
We could hear our first voicemail when you're ready.
Wait a minute. I just wanna talk to Lex a little bit. Lex, what's up, man? I haven't seen you in 2 years. Tell me, what's new? How's life?
We used to live together.
We used to live together.
I'm just rolling a joint, man. I'm just pondering about
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, rolling a joint, man, pondering about life. It's a beautiful metaphor when you really think about it, We're all just kind of crumbled up weed being rolled in the joints of the universe and lit on fire, screaming in our final moments as we fade into oblivion. But Valentine's Day is in like 2 more hours, 2.5 hours, something like that. And all you Twitchers out there, you've got feelings, So do I. Let's talk about them. But first, before we get to the talks, I would like to go to sports for some sports news.
Can I cut in here and say we're getting some feedback from our audience? They're saying the stream needs to be louder.
The stream needs to be louder.
We're having some audio issues.
There it is. First off, you got it.
So as you know, George, the stream now appreciates a massive audience that Twitch actually can't count accurately anymore. It's so big.
How could I forget?
I just checked the show's inbox over here. Literally hundreds of emails telling us, please make the audio a little louder.
You guys, thanks so much for the support. Really, you're right. You're right, Jeremy. I think I want to take a minute to just bring forth the fact that we've received so many donations and so many follows in the past several weeks. You guys are speaking to us. You're telling us that you like it, that we're changing your life with these stream performances, and I just wanted to say thank you so much.
George got a new Nissan Leaf.
I just got a new car. I'm about to buy a new house for my family.
We need more Lex, is what the emails are saying. Way more Lex.
Way more Lex in the chat, please.
With the Rick. Isaiah? Hi.
That's Isaiah.
It's me, Isaac. It's me, Lex, Isaiah.
What's up, bro?
What's up, man?
Isaiah, can we get a shot of Isaiah?
Should I stand in front of?
Can we get a shot of Isaiah?
Oh, I was already in the right spot.
Isaiah, everybody.
So we got What's Up John in the chat, and he has some advice that he needs. And What's Up John, I just want to say thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being here in the chat. We're
Thank
gonna
you.
get
Thank
to
you, What's Up, John?
very shortly. But should we get some sports before then? Let's get a little bit of sports, you guys.
We are ready for sports.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Loveline Valentine Live Uba Tuba featuring Small Papa, Lex herself. Again, just want to say thanks for tuning in. We're here for you. We have the number on the screen. We got 424, my bad, Let me start over. The phone number is 424-242-4875.
424-242-4875.
Please feel free to call in with any questions you might have, any comments. If you guys just want to say hi, give us a call. We got a What's Up John in the chat. How do I spice things up in my love life? That's a great question. What's up, John? Sometimes, Jeremy, things can just get like a little not spicy, Things can get a little mild. Things can start to get a little cold, and you're like, yeah, you gotta find a way.
Less than spicy, and what you want to do is spice it back up to where it once was spicy before.
I relate to you, John. I think we all relate to you. Like that seems to be. I think I would say that probably would happen to most people who are in a relationship long enough. What do you think, Lex?
Okay, well, clearly still higher if I just want to the next day. I think it's called sex is I think you can be both ways. Like, start with see the horse and then like
Yeah.
incorporate that role play more into your life to the point where the characters that you're acting out are virtually who you are as a person.
Virtually who you are as a person. I agree.
That's what I heard.
You're gonna be set up for lifelong attraction for one another.
Okay.
Sound got good there at the end.
I think.
So, what's the scale called for heat? The heat index with like peppers and stuff.
Scovilles. I think that's what it's called.
It's the capsicum scale.
That's what it's called. The
No,
capsicum
it's
scale.
The Scovilles.
It's the Scoville. The
Scovilles,
Scoville.
yeah.
So, what John in the chat he's and John, correct me in the chat if I'm wrong here, but you've got a banana pepper and you're trying to have a white ghost on the Scoville scale.
I would agree to that. I'm not John, but I would like the white ghost.
When you have a banana pepper or even a jalapeno, sometimes you want to sometimes you want to take it to a white ghost level. John, is that striking a bell? Is that ringing a chord?
He says Mexican Ghost is good too. What's up, John? Mexican Ghost is good too. I agree.
Good point. Good point.
You ever have it though where like sex is really hot to start off with, or the person is really hot, and then you just have so much of it, it's not hot anymore. What makes it hot is like the rarity of it. Your tongue's not but the thing is, you have enough spice and your tongue goes numb. And this is the thing for all sex. So basically, you need to stop having sex with just one person.
Ladies and gentlemen, I need to interrupt for a moment. To take this time, Lex, would you like to take a digital hit of this joint? This marijuana joint?
Should I light it?
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, digital joints.
Lex, that brings up a good point, Why have sex with one person when you can have sex with many people?
You tell my dad you're listening to Legos.
I can tell, and I could see it, and that looks like a Mexican ghost pepper hot. Hey, what's up, John? He wants a hit of that joint. virtual hit to What's Up John as well.
It's you, my friend. Yes, to John.
So we have a text message to the number, which I didn't know was allowed, but we have a text.
The text
to
message,
the number.
ladies and gentlemen.
The text message says, "How do I know if I'm old enough to do pot?"
Oh my god.
That's a great question. How does one know they're old enough to do pot? Lex, how old were you when you first did pot?
Oh, you know this story. I was 22.
Wow.
My first had sex. This is true. And George, you don't smoke pot at all, right?
I do not smoke pot at all, but I don't mind that people around me smoke it because, you know, they're weirdos and I'm a weirdo without pot, so I feel like it brings me closer to my kinds of people.
I used to smoke- Strangely enough, he's like the most creative, like, weed type dude ever. Like, anyone who meets George assumes he's such a stoner.
Thanks for saying that, Lex. I appreciate that compliment. And yes, I am very often accused of being a stoner. When in fact, this is just how I am sober, baby. So, you know, I guess to say, what's the best age to start smoking pot? Wait until you're 22, baby. You know, at 18, you can buy cigarettes. You can buy porn. At 21, you could drink. You gotta save 22 for something.
Join the army.
You can join the army, but at 22, what can you do? Smoke a joint, baby boy. Let's go. That's the answer. Thanks for whoever texted into us. We got a What's Up, John? He's got another question, actually. So what are your thoughts on dating apps? Well,
Talk about spicy.
that's a spicy one. That's a spicy one, John. That's a tough one, you know. I know some people who have, you know, jumped on board with digital dating, and they've met plenty of people. Some people even grown into relationships. Some people say it's the future. What would you say, Jeremy? You think it's the future?
Well, vaping is bad for you now,
Vaping's bad for you.
so we know that. So I think that maybe digital dating will start to go in the same direction, and we'll have people speaking to each other.
If you swipe right too many times, there's got to be radioactivity coming off of that phone, right? Am I right? Like, that's not good for you. I might go as far as to say that too many dating apps might give you hand cancer. I don't know. You got to be careful, you know?
Well, you know, do two rights then take you in the same direction?
Two rights turn you right around.
They say that it's back when you take all right turns.
Yeah, all right turns.
Right turns. Lex is back.
Lex is back, ladies and gentlemen.
We do have another question coming in from the hotline.
We have another hotline question, you guys.
And I'm going to pull it up here. It is, it says, I'm in love with, the person calling says that they are in love with their brother, and how should they tell him?
Ooh. Well,
So that's,
Lex, any advice here?
risque.
That's a tough
risque
question.
stuff.
Brothers can be hot. You know, I think it's natural. It's a thing. We're not going to shame you right now.
No shame here, baby boy. This is a safe center. This is a safe space for all your incest fantasies or non-incest. But that's also a good valid point. Just don't do it.
Don't do it.
Just don't do it.
I know it's hard to tell if he's your brother, but the thing is, he's your brother.
He's kind of gotta like love you, right?
That must be such a weird feeling.
I don't know, like, but it could, I don't know. On one hand, that's like the most romantic thing.
Is it?
You've known each other forever.
Uh-huh.
You know, you live together.
Yeah.
You same blood, like.
You came out of the same vagina?
Yeah. But unfortunately, he's your brother.
That's a tough one, man. I'll say this, caller who texted in that question. Do you? And we will support you as long as you're not hurting anybody. Yourself or your brother. So, we're getting some more calls here cooking up. I think at this point, Scooter with the sports news. Scooter, ladies and gentlemen.
We're going back to sports.
We're getting a phone call. Come back. Sorry, guys.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Hey, hello, caller. You're on Love Line.
How you guys doing?
You're on. Let's be clear. That's probably trademarked. You are on www.twitch.tv/ubatubatates. Caller, what's your name and give us your love problem.
Caller, are you still there?
Caller, are you there?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Okay, let's get that love problem in your name, son.
I have no love problem. I just wanted to tell people that love should be, you know what I mean? It's love without attachment, you know, and if you
I know what you mean.
should let it be, you know. If you love a flower, take it because you know it seems to be what it really is. You feel me?
That's beautifully said, man. I
What did
agree.
you say? If you love a flower, pick it.
He said, "Let love be, man. You know, it's a beautiful thing.
Don't pick it.
Don't pick it. If you love a flower, don't pick it. Let it be. If you see a bubble pass by you in the street, why pop it? Let it float on, baby boy. Let it float on." That's good advice. I think that's something that we can.
But I
all
love you guys. Peace.
Caller, we love you too. We haven't been able to get your name yet, but I just want to say thank you so much for that heartfelt message. Lex, any comments before we go to the sports?
I think we might
No, you
have
gotta
another
let all the
caller on the
flowers grow and be pollinated.
Call from.
Oh, my name is Papa.
To accept, press 1.
We got a caller coming in.
We have another caller. Sports is going to have to wait.
My name is
Do we have a caller on the line?
Papa.
Ooh.
Your name is Papa?
Papa?
That's
My name is
That's her name.
Do,
my name is my name is Papa.
His name is Papa. Well, Papa,
My name is Papa.
how
I'm
are
your
things, Papa? Your Papa. Is that your full name? Is Papa your last name?
caller, can you hear George?
No,
Okay,
I can't.
Well, you're going to be talking to me, caller. Where are you calling from tonight?
I'm calling from the vast expanse of rural Georgia.
Rural Georgia.
Rural Georgia of the United States. And do you have a...
What do you got?
The vast expanse of rural Georgia.
Caller, how's your love life tonight?
How's your love life, Carl? Please.
It's not great.
I really want you to help me with it.
We definitely can help you with it. Give us some details, and we're going to throw it straight to Lex the Sexpert.
I got some deets.
Beef.
Hit us with those deets.
I got some deets.
It's got some deets.
I don't know if you're ready for the deets.
We're ready, baby boy. Let's go with these deets.
I don't know if you're ready for the deets.
Lex the Sexpert says,
We want to help you, man.
Give us the deeds.
Isaiah says, give us the deets.
Deets.
I'm from the vast expanse of rural Georgia.
I think we're talking to a
And
soundboard.
My lover is not so great. But she means well, and
Yes.
it's good. It's actually great. Now that I think about it, it's actually pretty good. Hey,
Just solved the
maybe you guys should get some other people. I'm from the vast expanse of rural Georgia.
Does anybody have any questions for Papa?
Well, your Papa,
gonna-
I believe his name
I'm
is.
gonna hang up and let somebody else.
Let us know where you're from.
Where are you from again?
Lex wants to know where you're from. We lost the caller. We did lose the caller.
Well, thank you, caller. I believe his name is your Papa. Appreciate you picking up.
I believe he said he was from the vast expanse of rural Georgia.
You guys, this is wonderful. We love you. We're going to take some more calls, but first, sports with Scooter.
Sports with Scooter.
Call from.
We're getting a phone call,
I'm
ladies and
your
gentlemen.
Papa. Just
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press.
Caller. Hello.
Caller, welcome. What's your name and where are you calling from?
yes, I'm your Papa. I'm from
Your
the
Papa is
rural Georgia expanse.
Yes.
I'm from a vast expanse of rural Georgia.
Yeah, I remember talking to you a little earlier tonight.
I think if I remember correctly, if If I remember correctly, this is the caller who we solved his love problem.
He was having some problems, but by the end of the call,
true. I mean, if I remember correctly, you're the Twitch stream that solved my love problem.
yes,
And
sir, that's us. You heard it from the man
that-
himself, your papa.
That I'm your papa, which means that I don't know what that means, but I can't breathe.
You know, it's hard to breathe out there, man.
So,
Air.
I just want to. I'll call you. I'll tell you what.
Yes, sir.
I tell you what. I'll call you back in about 90 seconds.
Yes, sir. Please get back to us.
We look forward to hearing from you.
So,
That was Papa.
that was your papa, actually, but this is small papa up on the screen. What's up, Lex? How you doing?
I'm on the floor. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
I'm chilling in the bed.
So, Lex, tell us an interesting fact about yourself that maybe not everybody might know. You know?
Right after I moved out of your house, I moved downtown.
Mhm.
And this Twitter account, I'm so lonely, and I let people submit theirs.
Ooh.
Go do. And one of the days, to get this gap filled with my teeth.
Wow.
It was to
And I didn't realize that because I did it.
That is a beautiful gap. What a dare! What
so
a great
the
dare!
gap was to put a gap in your teeth?
She got dared to put a gap in the middle of her front teeth, and she in fact hired a dental hygienic professional filer to file a gap into her front teeth.
Wow.
And that's the best gap I've ever seen.
Yeah, but the last time I saw you, I didn't have it. I had full frontal teeth.
Do you like it, Lex?
I love it.
Still love it. That's great.
Like spit or Gatorade.
Can you shoot Gatorade between your teeth?
Yeah, I can do a lot of things.
Does that seem like you might have been insinuating something? I'm not
All right.
sure.
Tell me a fun fact about you.
George?
About Jeremy, please. You know, let's hear Jeremy. A fun fact that maybe not everybody knows about Jeremy. Jeremy, wake up! We're getting another call.
Call from.
Biff.
To accept, press 1.
Hey, you're on www.twitch.tv/ubatubetapes, our Valentine's Eve love special. What is your name, caller?
You know, I don't know if you know this, but I've been following you guys for a while now,
For a while.
and I'm watching the stream,
Thanks for tuning in.
and I want to help you grow the stream.
Ooh.
But goddamn, like I'm trying to hear the blonde girl. I can't even hear the blonde girl. Like she's talking, and it's like she's not even talking. Like if there's a blonde girl on the screen and she's talking, it's like she's not even talking because I can't hear her. And if I can't hear her, it's like she's not even talking.
Ooh.
So I don't even know how to fix this from my side.
Is she
so maybe
just too quiet?
You can fix it on your end, like with some like a button you hit to take the.
Do we have a button to hit?
Papa, can you scream at the top of your lungs to give this man a test?
Dog, I have like 6 roommates. No. If I do, I don't have those fancy headphones where you can talk into it. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear her now?
Just assume what I'm saying isn't important.
I think people can hear you. I think maybe we're just having trouble because you're a little quiet. But if that's not the case...
I'm getting the reports are saying that it's almost like she's not talking. Barely hear anything. Can't understand what she's saying. Is there anything we could possibly do?
I'm getting very quiet, so we can hear her. It's just she's very quiet.
Like, should I?
You should. Do you have any of those iPhone head plugs that have the microphone?
I want to journey.
Wait, hold on. We have only can hear when she's full screen, so we're having some jumps in volume here.
Well, there we go.
There we go. You know what? Let's just take it a full screener. Let's full screener. We want to hear from Papa for a little bit. Hold on. Now we can hear you, Lex. We're having trouble hearing you now. you're cutting in and out. Do you know sign language? American Sign Language. Wait, she's not in America.
Give it some time.
We'll give it some time. You know, that brings me to my next point. Sometimes you just got to give it some time.
Nope, not hearing her.
Sometimes...
Someone?
Lex, you're kind of jarbling up a little bit. I don't know if maybe you're far from the router or... But we're gonna figure that out, you guys. But
so we've got our tech working on that right now.
We got our guy working on it. We're working on it.
Our tech is much more than a tech.
He's also a really good rock climber.
And his name is Jonathan. There he is. There he is. So I'm getting reports, Jonathan, that we cannot hear Lex.
We're working on it, and thank you guys for your patience. We have a few messages. You know, actually, we had so many messages received over the past 3 days since we put up that phone number that we had to just sift through and choose a very select few. Everybody, thank you so much for taking the time to call into us, leaving a message. I'll tell you what. Tonight, we're gonna get to some of the messages. If we don't get to your message, we're still gonna reply.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe not tonight, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not next stream, maybe not the stream after that, but maybe. However, we definitely will get back to you. So I think, can we hear Lex? Is this better? I think this works. I mean, I can definitely hear you a lot
We can
better.
hear you in the room, Lex. I think the people of Twitch, which I think our view count is a little over 20,000 right now.
A little 20,234 from my count.
I don't think they can hear you.
Okay, so, before we get to the...
Wait. I can hear myself
I can hear you fabulously, Lex.
Yeah, we can hear you really well now.
If it's important, just type it on the screen. But what I'm saying is not important.
I'll tell you what, guys. If you guys can't hear Lex, I will type what she's saying. Let's give this a try, Lex. Say something.
Let's just talk in wingdings.
Let's just talk in wingdings. What else you got, Lex?
Sometimes I can't hear myself anymore. You hear me now?
We can hear you.
Sometimes you cross the street because you want to get to the other side. There's other times you cross the street because you don't want to be on that side anymore. Regardless, every time you cross the street thinking that the grass is greener on the other side, and then you get to the other side, you look back, the grass is greener on the other side. And so you cross back to the other side, thinking the grass is going to be greener. You look back at the other side, and in fact, the grass is greener on the other side. So you go back to the other side.
In fact, the grass is greener.
I am getting reports that she's going in and out now. So I don't know, Jonathan, if you know what that, if you're doing something.
Lex, that was so beautiful. I'm gonna paraphrase for anybody that might have missed that. Sometimes when you cross the street, it's to get to the other side, but other times it's to not be on the side that you're on. But when you get to the other side, you look back and you just say, hey, that grass is pretty green. And I really would like to be on the other side. So, you know what you do? You turn yourself around and you go to the other side. In fact, the side that you originally were on. But you might find yourself turning around and hold on. That grass that I was just on is pretty darn green. And you find yourself turning around and going right. Whoa, hold on. We have a caller, you guys. 1 minute, please.
Caller, you're on http://www.twitch.tv/ubatuba tapes Valentine's Eve Love Special. What's your name and what's your love issue?
Hi there. My name is James. How are you?
James.
Hello, James.
We're doing great. George says hello. Welcome to the stream. Let's hear it for James, everybody.
Thank you.
James, how you feeling about love on this Valentine's Eve?
Well, I have met someone, and I have fallen in love with them.
Ooh.
And I'm here to ask, do you feel like love at first sight is real?
James, that's a great question.
Great question, James. Thank you so much for calling in.
James, hang on the line there. We're going to throw this to our panel, but we're going to maybe ask some follow-up questions. So, George, love at first sight, is it real?
I'm going to go with yes. I'm going to go with absolutely yes. There's been so many times that I have walked down the street, seen something for the first time, and knew right off the bat, no doubt about it, I'm in love with that thing. Which brings me back to an earlier question. What do you think about dating websites? It's a feature of love at first sight that you don't really get to experience. However, I'm diverging now. At this point, I'd like to say, James, yes, I believe in love at first sight. Jeremy, what do you think?
Love at first sight. Why not?
Why not?
What does Lex think about it?
What does Lex think about it, Lex, please?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, she says.
Hell yeah, bro. For sure. Sometimes you look at it and it's love. Mamma mia.
Mamma mia, it's love.
Pizza pie.
Pizza pie in the sky. Bone apple tea.
James, what's the nature of your falling in love at first sight? Where'd you see your lover?
Well, we have the same class together, and
What
I
grade-
thought
what grade
that-
are you in, son?
I am in college.
College.
College. What do you study there, James?
I am
Female
studying
anatomy,
marketing.
am I right?
Yeah, let's hear it for James. Yeah.
Sorry, James, continue.
James, where did you see this person in class? Is that right?
Yeah, I saw them in class. I had a marketing class with them, and I thought this person was really, really cute.
Was it reciprocated, James?
No, I'm a little quiet, and I didn't know how to approach them.
Lex, I'm interested in what you have to say for James here. How should James approach this person who he has a marketing class with?
Love at first sight.
You should have done you should have done it the moment you found out, because now it's like festering in your brain. You know, it's fermenting and it's becoming a whole big thing. Can you hear me?
So going forward, how should James approach it now that he has,
Like,
not approached it?
stop thinking about it.
James, do you think it is possible for you?
To stop thinking about it, which is Lex's advice.
No. I feel like I think about this person a lot. I'm wondering if I should maybe give them a Valentine's card tomorrow.
Sounds like you answered your question.
Ooh.
Lex seems to think it's a good idea. Am I reading you right, Lex?
That could be a good idea, dude.
I say, make her a waffle, a really good Eggo kind.
Make her a waffle.
James, are you set up in the dorm room there? Is it possible for you to heat up an Eggo right before class, so maybe it maintains some moisture? Maybe you could wrap it
Yeah, I
before?
can. I could definitely do that.
Girls
I could
love
take a
waffles.
little bit of a hit of a joint like Lex was doing earlier.
Okay.
Weed.
No, okay. With her, you should put Nutella on it.
Okay, James, I'm not sure if with this setup you can hear Lex in real time, but what she's saying is if you're truly in love, you might want to go ahead and put some Nutella on it before you wrap it up.
Okay, I could do that. Okay, so all I need is an Eggo with some Nutella, some foil, and a little hit of a joint. Am I right?
A little hit of a joint, and
That's the recipe for love, baby boy. Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen?
Flip it to her, super casual.
yeah, can you slip it to?
Absolutely nothing.
Do you sit next to her in class?
I've been shy. She sits in the front, and I sit in the back.
Okay, so she's
Perfect.
smart.
So when you walk past your desk, just, pop it down.
Yeah, you gotta,
Say nothing.
you gotta,
She's gonna be elaborate.
yeah, you gotta come in late, so she's already sitting down, and then you gotta slide it on her desk as you're walking by. James?
What do I do? What do I do if she doesn't like me back?
Lex, advice for unrequited love.
Like, you didn't really put yourself out there that much. You just gave her an ego. So, your ego is totally fine. You didn't go out on a limb. It's not awkward. You're still friends.
James, I mean, that I couldn't say it better. So you're gonna have to watch the VOD when this thing goes on, because Lex has you set up, my friend. So thanks for calling.
Thanks so much, team. I love all of you guys. You guys really helped me tonight and my love issues.
Hey, James.
We creamed our pants to give you advice tonight.
We love you, James.
Lex says we creamed our pants to give you advice tonight, James. So thank you for calling.
Get out there and get that love,
Of
James.
course, I cream my pants too.
James, call back. Call back again on stream after tomorrow, maybe next time we stream, and let us know how it went. Okay?
Thank you.
Can we get a full screen of Lex, please?
Can we ask Lex how the lube dude's doing?
That's a good question. Lex, now that you're full screen, and I believe this is the loudest that we can hear you, we got a question for you. We got Michael from Los Angeles, California. He wants to know,
So how is the Lube Dude doing?
Okay, the Lube Dude is tight. I actually didn't think I would do anything with the Lube Dude after I left LA.
Call phone.
And then I got it last winter and ran with it. Hi.
But he's not gonna go through.
Well, okay.
Oh, I see. I got you.
Whoa!
That's wonderful. Lube Dude. We just got another call. We're actually we're gonna go back to it. 1 second, please.
We got it coming.
Sorry, caller. I think Jeremy's having some technical difficulties. So, you were saying, Lex, about Lube Dude?
So I crawl on top of a local Mr. Lube for a photo shoot at 5 a.m. Last winter. And I happened to have this shirt in my wardrobe, a Mr. Lube uniform shirt.
Call phone.
Lex, 1 minute, please. We're getting another call.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
My name is Biff.
What was that?
It's Biff. It's Biff. It's Biff. Biff. B-I-F. Biff.
Deb.
As in Biff from Back to the Future trilogy. Biff.
Back to the Future trilogy. And how you feeling about love tonight?
I ain't doing so great. I ain't doing so good. I ain't doing so great.
Aren't
I'm
we
not
all?
doing. If there was a scale of good to bad, and it was like if the good was yellow and the bad was a red. If you can imagine like a scale from yellow to red on the scale to good to bad, I would say I'm on the bad scale. I don't know what color that is, but it's bad. It ain't good.
So on the what's the pepper scale?
Scoville.
On the Scoville
It's like
scale.
Temperatures.
Yeah.
It's like if you're watching the Weather Channel and they was telling you that there's rain and snow and hurricanes, and the hurricanes were the real bad colors.
Yes.
Yeah, we follow so far. we follow you so far.
Alright. But I'm the worst color. I'm like the hurricane.
I'm sorry, caller. I'm not laughing at your problems.
George is not laughing at your problem.
I feel you, man. If bad was a weather, and that weather was the sun exploding and killing every fucking person on this earth, I'd be a supernova, baby, ready to explode.
I see the Back to the Future clips you're playing, and I feel like you're making fun of me, and I don't think that's great. I don't think that's a great image for your podcast here. To make fun of your viewers.
You know, Biff, I think you're exactly right. And now George is going to issue an official apology.
Biff,
I want an official apology for this.
I'd like
and
to
then
say,
I'll repost it on my own podcast.
Biff, I'd like to
which
say
I don't
on behalf
have yet,
of everybody.
but I will have a podcast.
On behalf of everybody here at ubatubatapes.tv, we'd like to issue a sincere apology. We overstepped our boundaries when we decided to make fun of you. You know, we said this was going to be a safe space for callers and listeners alike, and quite frankly, we let you down, Biff. But we're going to make it up to you. Whether it takes 5 whether it takes 5 minutes or 5 years, we're going to be at the end of the rainbow for you, pal. We will make it better. But first, Scooter for the sports news.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and interrupt you there. I believe. I think you're. I believe you. And I think you're a genuine. I think you're a genuine apologist. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off and listen to your reply.
Thank you, Biff. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Love Line Valentine Live Uba Tuba Tapes featuring Lex the Sexpert Small Papa. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for the calls. Thanks for the messages. Thanks for the donations and the follows. I am beside myself. I am feeling the love tonight. Why? Is it because tomorrow's Valentine's? No, it's because of you guys. So it was brought to my attention that, you know, on this day, this holiday eve about love and whatnot, like we should really do something for those people out there who, as an earlier caller suggested, maybe fell in love at first sight but didn't say anything to them. Maybe they let the opportunity pass. They went home, they thought about it, and the best they could do was post on Craigslist missed connections. So, at this time, I found this really beautiful, touching post from a stranger trying to find. Sorry, I'm choking up a little bit. It's really beautiful. He's trying to find this female that he seems to be really fond of, and I think I'm gonna read it out loud. So, if you're watching, please reach out to the man, and at the end I'll tell you his email. Craigslist missed connections in SF Valley. Title: Where them bubble butts at? Question mark. The text reads: looking to manhandle slash Hold on. Looking to manhandle / worship them nice muscle bubble butts. Do people look at your butt and it turns you on? Are you secretly proud of your nice big butt? Let me grope it, massage it, eat it, and pound it good. Hairy or smooth is cool. Nice, chill, discreet guy here. Posted 2 hours ago.
Super chill.
Posted 2 hours ago. Ma'am, if you are the bubble butt mistress that Mr. San Fernando Valley Anonymous on Craigslist is speaking about, just reach out to him. You know, tomorrow's Valentine's Day, and there's a lot of lonely people out there, and why not just add a little bit more love to this world? We got another call.
Call from.
Yeah.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press.
What's up, babe?
Biff, you're back. Let's hear that out.
Yeah. I had an actual question this time. So there was this one time, and I don't want to get into specifics, but there was one time I was looking for something special, and I don't even know what that something special was, but I was looking for some advice, and I don't know why my fucking mother had to fucking butt into it, but she thought she had some advice for me. And so here's my question: is when should you take advice from your mother, and when should you not take advice from your mother? Because I love my mother. My mother is like I was birthed from my mother, and my mother is like she's like
So we have an interesting question from Biff. Lex, maybe you can shed some light on this for us. Biff wants to know, when should you take advice from your mother and when should you not, even though you might love your mother? Lex, we got an interesting question from Biff here. He wants to know basically, when should you take advice from your mother, and when should you not, even though you love your mother?
Okay, well, first question is this my mom calling in pranking us? But what's the advice that she gave?
He doesn't say what advice she gave. He wants to know if he should take his mother's advice.
Is it good advice? Like what?
What's the advice?
Basically, hopefully not.
Yeah.
Maybe he can
Get someone else to give him advice, and if the advice matches up, then you take it.
Okay, so that's just kind of like a responsible decision-making sort of thing, where it's get multiple people's advice, and if everyone's telling you the same thing, then take it.
That's some pretty sound advice, Lex. Motherly advice, maybe. It's tough. It depends. It depends on a few things. Who is your mother? Are you your mother's child? Is your mother capable of giving advice? Does your mother possess the ability to speak? Is she an inanimate object? Is she a figment of your imagination? Is she your imaginary friend that you thought up because it's Valentine's Day tomorrow and you're feeling really bad like the rest of us, and you know, just don't really want to be lonely anymore? Or is she just your mother with some good advice, like, hey, wash behind your ears. Hey, son, don't do drugs. Don't smoke that funny herb. Don't listen to your friends when they influence you to do bad things. Pay your taxes and go to school. And don't be late to work. Because if that's what your mother is saying, then I would say, maybe. Yes, maybe. We're going to go to Scooter for the sports news, ladies and gentlemen.
It's true. Everything you've heard is true. I don't know who you heard it from. Frankly, I don't. But shit. Fuck. Damn. Ass. Bitch. Fuck. All the sometimes they call it good old man.
much, Slow-Mo Veggie, for the host. Just want to take a minute to say thank you all for tuning in to Love Line, Valentine, Live. I want to say a giant thank you to Slow-Mo Veggie for hosting us. Slow-Mo Veggie, I have 2 questions for you. 1, where did you get your name from? And 2, what is hosting? Don't know what that means, but it sounds good.
You are somebody.
It's a good thing.
It's a good thing. You know what? You guys, I'm having such a blast hanging out with you guys. Thanks, Slow-Mo Veggie. I appreciate it. Thanks, Clueless. Are you flirting with me? Slow-Mo Veggie. I'm partly named after a veggie burrito. Is there any vegetarians or vegans in the house? About those veggie burritos? I think that we're gonna take this time as the final segment of tonight's show. If there's any more callers or questions, please, now is your chance. But we do have voicemails, right? Voicemail. We're gonna do a voicemail in a minute, but before then, I just want to say a few words. You know, I'm feeling really sensitive right now. I'm feeling so full of love. I'm feeling it at the bottom of my stomach. Very appreciative. I first want to thank our special guest, Lex the Sexpert, Small Papa, for joining us. You know, we used to live together, we used to have fun times, and we used to be creative and weird, and I haven't talked to you in 2 years, and I'm glad that, you know, Valentine's Day brought me closer to the ones I love, including Lex, Isaiah Wagner, Michael Leuchtenberger, Paco Casanova. We got Jeremy Harbin, and we got JR, good old JR, on the cameras. You know, they say it takes a village. What is it they say? They take a village? Is that what they say? It takes a village in order to be considered a village. You can't just call yourself a village unless you have a village. But anyways, besides that, you know, I just want to wish you all a great Valentine's Day. If your mom's giving you advice, maybe you should take it. Unless, like an earlier caller suggested, the advice is bad and maybe it involves falling in love with your brother. Don't take it. Don't take that advice.
Caller, does that sound about right? Does what George is saying right now resonate with you in taking the advice from your mother?
You know, we can't hear George over the phone, but it's
Satan, is that you?
I'm gonna whistle.
Lex, before we move on to our final voice message of tonight, is there anything you want to say? You know, anything you want to let the viewers know? Do you want to update us on your life, or do you want to just maybe mention some feelings you've been having, or anything? I mean, right now is your time. All you, Lex, full screener, please.
We drank too much one night and came up with the idea, and I went and fucking bought the domain name.
Lex, can you repeat yourself? I believe. Sorry. You were muted. Oh, sorry. Start over. You have a zine. You are on IG.
It's called Papa Zine.
You have Papa Zine. Where can we find Papa Zine?
It's at lubedude.cool/zine.
lubedude.cool/zine. That is the link. I put it in the chat for all you guys to check out. Tell us a little bit more about yourself.
Oh, I'm a business professional living in Canada. And I throw orgies for a living and also like work in offices. And I just had a great time tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. Do you have any final advice, like, to people about maybe orgies, if you know it's their first time?
Sure. Okay, first things first. Definitely go to like a source of information before you go. In almost every case, there's special protocols per party. You don't want to show up and be that person who got it wrong and really pissing people off. So read about it first. You know, bring your own cleaning products and your own toys. Check if there's lockers first. Before you make any moves, get consent. And definitely find out the dress code first.
Wonderful. That sounds like common sense to me. And I hope it sounds like common sense to you, but if it didn't, I'm sorry. Jeremy?
What kind of dress codes do orgies usually have? It's like themes or?
Yeah, sometimes it's like, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like, no shirt, no shoes, no service. Like, sometimes it's like black tie. And sometimes it's themed. Sometimes you show up and it's a furry party and you didn't know, and you're gonna feel like a really big doofball.
Don't want to be that doofball.
Yeah.
Do they give you a costume, or would it be
You gotta bring your own baby boy.
Hell no. Hell no. Imagine the fluids, the odors. No, you bring your own fucking costume, man.
Loner furry, that's so hard to say. Loner furry suit. You don't want that.
No.
Always.
It's just wet.
Wet. Smells like a wet dog. Always bring your own furry suit. That's wonderful advice, Lex. I just want to say again, thank you. I just want to say, lubedude. What was that?
Good luck. I said, may your heart heal beautifully.
May your heart heal beautifully. Thank you for that, Lex. I'll take that personally, and I'll also wish all the viewers out there who are feeling the same way I am, may our hearts heal beautifully. Before we close this night out, we're going to listen to a voicemail, a very deep and very intense voicemail that we received tonight. I thought it was actually very beautiful, and I just wouldn't feel fair if I didn't play it before, calling it a wrap. So, Jeremy, if you would please.
Please enter your password. Or if you've entered the wrong mailbox number, press star.
My password's 69420. Voicemail. 1 second.
Should be in a tab that's open.
We're pulling up. Oh, here it is. We have the voicemail right here.
Hold
1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. It's on this side? Sorry. Okay. So, here we go. It's on this side? Okay. So, we have the final message we're taking tonight. Please listen to it. We'll comment on it. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll just sit there and like let it sit, you know? Whatever you guys feel like. Whatever you're feeling like tonight. Anonymous caller, here we go.
Well, my history of dating. I think everybody has skeletons and cobwebs built up in the closet of their hearts. And for me, that played a big role in how I viewed myself. But currently, I'd like to believe I'm in the healthiest relationship that I've ever experienced. And it took me probably last year when I stumbled upon a book I was actually recommended by a friend at a thrift store, and it talked about the psychology of relationships. And it really struck a chord with me because the way that we were raised by our parents, the way we saw the dynamic between our parents or lack thereof, we kind of follow suit when we grow up and find partners ourselves. And I think the biggest thing is finding someone that obviously has more positive traits than negative, that emulate our caregivers, but more importantly, someone that we can grow with, someone that sees the potential in us that maybe other people took advantage of, and someone that has enough respect for us that can facilitate and cultivate our own skill set, self-respect. You know, someone that can take care of you when you are not in a position to take care of yourself. A co-parent, if you will. Someone that can do nothing, do everything, still be completely satisfied, and doesn't tap out your reserves. And maybe even more importantly, listen to your pets. If they like them more than they like you, maybe they got it figured out.
So I was confused by what she meant by the last line, and I'm interested in your take on that. Listen to your pets. If they like them more than they like you, then maybe they have it figured out. Who in that sentence is they and who is them? If the pet's like the relationship person, the pets have it figured out? Or if the person in the relationship likes the pet more, they have it figured out?
That's a good point. I'll say that I definitely took it as the first one. If your pets like them more, they got it figured out. And that's actually soul crushing when you think about it. Oh, your pets like someone else more than you, and they got it figured out. I don't like that. Let's think of it the other way around.
So if the person you're in a relationship with likes your pet more, they have it figured out?
Just as bad. That's absolutely heartbreaking.
So I was. Is anyone in the band have think they have that one figured out?
There's this guy.
Lex?
I have this cat. This guy.
It's a beautiful chat.
This is Daddy.
He looks like he's
Hi,
got it
Daddy.
figured it out.
He definitely knows when someone is. He definitely knows and tells me when someone is bad news. And he's done it a few times. And every time this one guy comes around, my cat starts misbehaving like a motherfucker.
Mm.
Yeah, but like he doesn't do that to the good people in my life. So
Yeah.
that's the way I took her message. Like,
I like
check
that.
out your pet's attitude toward the person. Yeah, but it could also be like if the person likes your pet. If the person doesn't invest in liking your pet, then they're not invested in you.
Mm.
That's true. That's an interesting fact too. I think probably many people with pets do feel that way. Daddy, it's finally nice to meet you, by the way. Daddy, I heard so much about you, and now this is the first time I've seen you moving in the flesh. In the fur and the flesh. So, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, my name is George Fierro. I want to thank you for tuning in to Love Line Valentine : Live Uba Tuba featuring Small Papa. Thank you, Lex. You out there have a good night. Back on the air in 2 weeks. Same day, same time. Everybody in the chat, all the follows. Oh my God, so many. All the donations. Thank you. I'm gonna plate my pool in gold. Have a good night. And Scooter for the sports news to take us out. Scooter!